then I flew out, and after 15 minutes I met my checkpoint, so I knew I was 50 feet above the water, and I was exactly on track. So I carried on for another 15 minutes, and then I called up the army, and they said they could hear me, and they'd laid out a T for me. That's the indication where they wanted me to land. And I asked them the height of the highest trees around there, and they said about 80 feet. So I flew up to 100 feet, so I could still keep the water in view. And I armed the Storpedo, and as we flew over, I pressed the tit and dropped the Storpedo right on the tee. So I made a rate one turn to starboard, and on the way back I then realised that I'd be about a mile north of track. So when I got to my exact ETA, I decided I'd make a 90-degree turn to starboard, and at the end of 3 minutes I'd do a square search and look for Pever North airstrip. Well, by this time I'm down to 20 feet above the ocean, realising that I'm getting pretty close to land, and suddenly I found myself flying in between the West Australia troop ship with about 1,000 troops at the stern of the ship waving down to me as I went past, and on the other side was the Van Tromp destroyer. And if I'd been 50 feet to either side of the track that I was on, I would have run into one of those two ships. And fortunately, I suddenly sighted the original airstrip at Torokina, and now overgrown with small trees and shrubs. So I did a forced landing onto the strip because the weather was too difficult for me to find Pever North.